We're talking about differentiating your services so that you stand out, but also create an environment where you are referable. If you are not somehow leveraging your community, if you're not doing that, then you're probably missing an opportunity. We've so far talked about community, we've talked about commitments, and we've talked about resistance. What I want to encourage now is let's take all of this and wrap it up into making it applicable towards your value proposition. But what does that mean in terms of actionable and valuable takeaways that you can implement in your business, whether it's through your promise and the design of your offer, your services and how you want to deliver, or whether it's through how you are positioning your offer, how you're positioning your services so that you attract the right type of clients. So let's have a quick conversation around what that means. In your value proposition, we're talking about differentiating your services so that you stand out. And as I like to say, you stand out like an MVP. You are masterful, valuable, and purposeful in your work so that your clients experience you that way. How do we do that? When we are looking to position our value proposition, one of the reasons that community and commitment are so important is they fall right inside the 4 forces of differentiation. They fall right inside what makes you referable. And they create an energy or an ecosystem around your business that supports you to not only attract the kind of clients you want, but also create an environment where you are referable and your clients trust that you are going to deliver value as expected. So your commitments, part of their role and why it's so important that we are not only clear about what they are, but concise enough that we can deliver them in a precise way that creates confidence in your clients. The reason those commitments are so important is because of 2 things. One, when you are clear on your commitment and you know what your value proposition is and you are absolutely connected to what you're committing to deliver in terms of value, you are fundamentally more confident in what you can do because you are crystal clear on what you're setting out to accomplish. You understand why it's valuable. When you have that magic formula of being crystal clear and understanding why it's valuable, not just for you, but the valuable to your clients and prospects, you're much better equipped to attract the type of clients who want that. So that's the first reason your commitments are important. The second reason your commitments are important is because that creates a level of clarity for you that helps you build the systems and the supporting mechanisms behind your commitments that enable you to deliver on them consistently. Once you know what your commitments are, you are much better equipped to build systems that help you deliver on your commitments, and you don't get scattered or clouded, or your clarity clouded by having so many different things that you want to deliver, right? Your commitments are the heart of your value proposition. So if you understand that those are at the heart or the core of everything that you do, you can build systems to support that, okay? So the next part, the piece around community. Oh, and by the way, when you look at the 4 forces of differentiation, commitments fall deeply inside of platform and process, which I kind of touched on just earlier, but that's where those hang out. Your commitments typically hang out in terms of platform and process in the 4 forces of differentiation. Now let's talk about community. Why is community so important? To turn community into something more tangibly valuable to you and your community, it's understanding the value of the community and what that represents in your value proposition. So you have a community around you. That your community of suppliers, other experts, collaborators, even clients and prospects and fans. Whatever your community represents inside your ecosystem, these are the people who essentially represent you. because we align with like-minded people. Typically, we associate with people who are more likely to represent us in one way or another. So your community has a place in your value proposition because it validates who you are and it reinforces what you're trying to create in terms of value for your clients. So if you are not somehow leveraging your community through association, through bringing your community into your client engagement somehow, if you're not doing that, then you're probably missing an opportunity. This can be done in social settings. This can be done on one-to-one settings, and it can be done, of course, in social media settings en masse, if you will. Lots of different ways. But this is in part the value of your community as a part of your value proposition. The other thing that your community does is it helps you get better. Your community, if it's a good community, wants you to succeed, right? Your community wants you to thrive. They support you. So having those members in your community that you can turn to say, hey, I need a little push, or I would like an eye on this. Am I in integrity? Am I delivering what is expected or what I want to create? My intentions, am I aligned accurately? Am I showing up the way I want to show up? What am I missing, right? Members of your community will help you gain access to your higher and better self, right? Well, your community is a big part of your identity. So looking to your community today, does your community today represent the identity that you see for yourself that you are growing into? Is your community today more representative of your current self or of your future self? This is something to be aware of and to watch for. So I invite you to think about those things, because what I want for you, as you already know, I want you to be an MVP to your clients. I want you to be both. I want you to be masterful. I want you to be valuable. And I want you to be purposeful in your work. And if you are all of those things, I believe that you will not only thrive, you will deliver great value to your clients and your community and the world at large, and you will be infinitely happier as you go about creating this value for the world around us. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of our community. Bye for now.